Good morning.
Is this dubstep?
I don't know what this is. This is called rock rap.
Yesterday we were talking about the mosquito bite versus the bee sting, right? And I come across an article yesterday that said because I started looking into mosquito bites, I was like, which one really is worse? And there's something in the news that came out just yesterday. Mosquito bites can be avoided by listening to dubstep music, especially something by a band called Skrillex.
Oh, I've heard of Skrillex, but I do have some something called dubstep here.
Sounds like Dumbo music. Is that dumb? Are you sure that's not Dumbo step?
Is it dubstep one word?
Yeah.
Oh, hold on a second. This is dub and step, and not.
Skrillex won a Grammy Award for the album Scary Monsters and Nice Sprites.
Yeah, this is probably more like it.
The frequencies in that album are very high and very low. So they run a range of high and low frequencies, and apparently the mixing of the high and the low frequencies will confuse and disorient mosquitoes to the point where they don't want to be around it. So they'll go elsewhere.
Really? So you just walk around like a boombox, like they used to do back in the 80s.
What do you think about it?
You play this.
Music festivals are like Bonnaroo. I mean, that's like mosquito country. But there's lots of music going on.
No mosquitoes.
Well, I don't know if there's no mosquitoes, but there's not a lot of them, and that's like you get 100,000 people in a place. That would be a feeding frenzy for mosquitoes, right? You would think. This is big. This sounds like music that would be big in Florida. Maybe this is subconsciously why they listen to music like this on South Beach, because of the mosquitoes down there. You don't want to get attacked by mosquitoes, so you're listening to dubstep.
I once lived in an area that was in Washington, central Washington, that was called Wenatchee. I don't think most people have been there, but a lot of apples come from there. A lot of orchards.
Not a big dubstep.
A lot of pesticides sprayed, so you have no mosquitoes, no bugs, ever. So you'll be out spring, summer, fall, 80 degrees.
Really?
At night.
I did not know
no
that
mosquitoes.
About the Wenatchee area.
Yeah. No mosquitoes because of all the... and you know what? And think of all the pesticides that were killing people, giving them cancer, when they could have just been playing dubstep.
Skrillex is the pesticide for the ears, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Or at least to the ears of the mosquito. And maybe Jeff. Because I'm not digging... I don't know. I might choose mosquito bites over the music, to be honest.
Mosquito bites are the worst. I remember I went on vacation year before last down to Mexico, and we got one of those deals where there's 3 panels of glass that open up in the bedroom, and it goes into the wall. You're like, check this out. Let's just sleep with this open and listen to the waves crash all night. Huge mistake. They just had a huge rainstorm a week before we got there. There was all these puddles, and you know what puddles make? Mosquitoes. I had 31 bites the next morning on my legs. You
counted them?
Yeah, because they were itching like crazy. I had them on my ankle, my feet, my thigh, my calf, all over my knee, the inside, the outside. It was terrible.
Scientists found that mosquitoes exposed to the song, I guess the song Scary Monsters and Nice Sprites, also had sex far less often with other mosquitoes than if there was no music playing at all. If there's no music playing at all, they have the sex. If there's this music playing, then they will have the sex far less often.
See, I've had a lot of coffee already this morning. I'm on my 3rd cup.
Good for you.
And so I'm feeling this. But this could get annoying. Can you imagine if you're hungover and somebody's blaring this in your ear? I mean, I'm not just assuming everybody's hungover on a Wednesday morning. I'm saying if you are right now, this is probably driving you nuts.
Oh, I hate this music. It's driving me nuts as it is right now.
And you're not hungover.
I'm being serious. I might choose mosquito bites over this. Like, if my choice was, you're going to get a bunch of mosquito bites, I would choose this at first. I'd say, okay, go ahead and put the music on. But I could last for about 5 minutes with the music, and then I'd be like, no, I'm out. Get me some mosquitoes.
How do they make this? I love this. This one's called The Hatch.
Give me some mosquitoes and Alice in Chains right now.
This is called The Hatch. Should be called the Anti-Hatch. Today on the program,
Mosquito free.
Peter Frampton. Vina Robles, 820. You can win tickets. Jason Bonham's Led Zeppelin experience with Peter Frampton and Julian Frampton one night. I forget what they're calling this thing. They've got a special name for it.
This ruins campgrounds. I'm sorry. It just
Campgrounds?
does. Yes.
This doesn't bother me.
Every a-hole's going to be playing dubstep at their like it used to be country music. Like, what's the big country artist? Luke Bryan and Kenny Chesney. Like, it was everywhere you go at a campground. It was somebody's playing Luke Bryan or Kenny Chesney. Now it's going to be Skrillex.
Better than a bug zapper.
I would take the Kenny Chesney and the Luke Bryan.
Subscribe to the Jeff and Jeremy podcast now on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Google, and YouTube. It's your Central Coast commute-friendly podcast.